Hello and welcome. I'm putting together this video. I'm real excited because I've discovered a few things I believe, in my opinion anyway, and I'm going to make a few statements here that probably might be a little shocking, but I do believe I am correct on this. And I want to talk about iron ore mining and just exactly what are they mining. What is iron ore, and how do we use it, and what is it in our lives, and what does it mean to us, and yeah. And basically, we have right now, I do and you do, and other creatures that have blood in their body have liquid metal running through their veins. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Okay, this is Zavarat, Mauritania. It's an open mine pit. It's right out of this town, right here, this city here. And this is an open mining. And what they're mining is blood. It's different transitional stages of blood. Your FeO2s and 3s, just moving one molecule around and changing the structure of the blood itself. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. You got this town right here in Mauritania, and then you got this one over here, and I can't remember how you pronounce it. I have it written down here somewhere. F-D-E-R-I-K, Frederick. And there is another, it's also another SNIMS project, which is an acronym for government-owned mining. And they rail this stuff to get processed. And this right here, they've been mining all this in through here, and they've got more stuff over here, right in through here. They've been mining this. If you get down here and look at this, they've been mining right along the line right here. They've been mining this. And so this is two places here that, on the earth that we mine, and I'm going to show you another place here real quick. Okay, this is Kathu, South Africa, and this is the Sissin open pit mine, and it's the 11th largest in the world. The first 5 largest being in Brazil, and a couple more in South Africa, and a couple in Australia. And this is, like I said, the world's 11th largest open mine pit for iron ore. And I'm going to show you what they are mining right now, and then I'm going to discuss it a little bit further and what they are mining on. Okay, this is hematite. This is the #1 rock they like to find, and the #1, it's like the top grade ore. And if you notice how red it is, and reds and blacks, it's because it's transition metals. It's blood, and different stages of blood. And that's where you'll get your Fe2O3s, because you'll have an extra molecule here or an extra molecule there, and changes the structure of the formation of the blood itself. And I believe that's what the transitioning was all about. As the creature died and oxygen searched out certain areas to search out for more oxygen, and it transitioned and petrified that way. And that's why you find these different substrates the way they are, is because the transition metals in the way the blood transitioned. Now, we have iron in our own blood, Fe in our own blood, and 70% of all the iron in our blood is in the hemoglobin or in the muscle. And so, and in these creatures, it would have been, I don't know if it'd been the same thing, but mostly the hemoglobin, and it would have been in the blood, and that's what they're mining right now, is the blood of these creatures. Okay, this is the properties of hematite. Hematite is a very common iron oxide mineral, FeO2O3, that is found in rocks throughout the world. It is most commonly mined ore of iron. The steel used to make your car, furniture, and even the nails to your home was probably made from iron produced by mining hematite. It is a very important mineral. It's red, brown, mainly reds in colors, and well, you see the blacks there and stuff, and it's blood. And it's just more molecules added, and changes the structures from to a solid, and that's what they're mining. And I'm going to show you something else here. Okay, this is another form of rock that they mine. It's called magnetite. And it's actually magnetic. It's what they make magnets and ferrite antennas, things like that, MRI imaging equipment, things like that. But it's blood in a different stage. You know, you're looking at this here's an Fe3O4. So you know you got one more molecule on the iron side, and you also got one more molecule on the ozone or on the oxygen side. So it changes the molecular structure of the whole thing compared to the Fe2O3. And so and you're seeing that right now. I'm going to show you something else. This is all blood. They're mining blood. The same thing in our bodies. But this is in a solid form. Inside our bodies right now it's in a liquid form. And you could, if we were to be mud fossilized right now, just like these creatures, you could do the same thing with our bodies. Okay, this is something else that's usually found right along with it. This is the main stuff that it's found in, and it's called quartzite. It's different than quartz, and what it is it's let's see, it's ortho quartzite is often 99% SiO2, which is silicon dioxide, which is sand, which is skin, ground up flesh. That's what silicon dioxide, that's what the sand on the beach is and stuff, and that's what they have here. They've got silicon dioxide, so they've got flesh in with it also, and that's what I'm seeing. So the silica is 50% denser in our skin, 50% more I believe is what I heard, and so that's what's going on here. You've got the flesh, the skin mixed in with it, and then you know when you end up getting the molecules rearranged and stuff there, and you get it hardened, and this is what happens. And I'm going to show you something else. Okay, I'm not the best artist, but I outlined the fish the best I could. I could have done better, but you get the point. The tail's back here, the tip's out here. He believes the eye's in here. Dragon spewed on it. The dragon's laying right up in here, and here's what puked on it or whatever, and you know made it melt, and then yeah, and that's that there. So here it is without it around it, and right over here is Atlantis. Right there is Atlantis. So that's what they're doing. They're mining on this fish iron ore, which is blood, transitional blood when it got mud fossilized. And these creatures are gigantic. And in my opinion, now everybody's trying to fit these creatures on the Earth. They didn't live on the Earth. Before the Earth was here, before Mars, Jupiter, before the heavens were here, before all the stars were here, before the Earth was here, before the sun was here, before everything you see was here, there was something else. And it had to do with these creatures. We don't know what it was. We don't know what they ate. We don't know what they pooped. We don't know if they had sex. We just don't know. But somehow they were killed. We don't know if they were gods and fallen angels. They were turned into these creatures. They were, whatever happened, somebody got pissed off and they all ended up getting killed. And that's why you see like over here, this head in China, this thing didn't live on the Earth. The Earth is created out of it. Okay, and then you had the flood, you had all these other creatures that lived on the Earth, and they're dead on here also. Then you got the bathtub ring, which really distorts things, which is a thick layer of scum on top of everything. But these big creatures like this one here, they didn't live on the Earth. They were here before the Earth was ever formed. And then God formed the Earth and the heavenly body out of this. Mars, all these other planets and everything, all these other solar systems, everything, are body parts of these creatures according to text, I guess. And so that's what's going on. And so you can't really try to fit them on the Earth because they don't belong on the Earth. They never were on the Earth. The Earth was formed out of them. So I'm going to show you something else here. Okay, this is the Sishin mine out of South Africa, Kathu, South Africa. Like I told you, it's the 11th largest in the world. Iron ore mine. And you can see all the reds and the blacks in there. And that is what they are mining there, is blood also. And we're making things out of it in our lives, whether it be rubber, whatever it might be, all sorts of things that we could do the same thing with what's flowing through the veins in our body. We could make, probably nothing very big. I don't think I could make a bicycle, but you know, maybe a small chain or something around your neck, but that's what you can make out of your own body. is the same thing they're doing here. And what are they mining on? They're mining on this creature. This is that I thought was a turtle's head, or I still think it might be a turtle, or whatever this thing might be. And this is the head of it right here, and I'm going to outline it and show you it right now and update this. Okay, that's what I was trying to explain the other day, what I was seeing. Okay, I've seen all these shades in there, all these lines running out, all there, all that, and that's, I didn't draw the rest in because that's exactly what I could see. Okay, so, and this is without it. Okay, now if you come in down here and look at this biology, you can see another ring going up in here like this, and you can see all this stuff. Look at all this. Look at this. You can see all this stuff goes down there and curves down here and forms all this. Absolutely biological. And this is a creature. I thought, you know, I'm still thinking it's a turtle, but it's a pretty badass looking turtle. It looks like instead of having a flipper there, he's got a claw. This is the lower jaw line. You got the eye here. You got the far eye over there, the socket. You got, you know, I don't know what this turning back here is. Maybe the back of the head or something like that, because the eye socket. If you come in here with the eye socket, you can actually see right around here, and you can still see more right in here. Where what? You can see it coming around in here too. This must be part of the pupil, but they're living inside this. A lot of things going on here, people living on it or whatever. Or farmland, wherever they're farming in there. And so I'm going to show you the rest of it right here, because this is the front shoulder and whatever it might be. And I'm gonna go ahead and pencil in the rest of it and see and show you what it looks like, what I was seeing. Okay, this is the creature that I was seeing the other day that I was trying to explain to everybody that I couldn't figure out how to outline. Everybody told me to outline it. Something up here is over top of it. This down here has nothing to do with this creature here. There's creatures all over the place. Some are laying on top of each other. Some are, they're just everywhere. And then I'm going to get in here, and I drew these circles because this is what I was seeing. I'm going to get in here and show you the pattern. This to me looks like a claw, and at first I thought it was just like the flipper or whatever, you know, on a turtle, but it's looking more like, well, you see what you think. So, okay, I'm going to show you something. Now I'm going to show you without it. If I can get it off of here. Okay, and that there is without it. Okay, so now I can get in here, and now you can see the head right here, and the front, whatever this is. I don't know if this is the shell part, but if you get in here, you'll see these circles in here. See the circle here? Got a circle here, got one here, got one here, you got one here. Looks like you got one here, possibly one here, or maybe no. This is one. It looks like one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. And to me, that looks like what would be on a turtle. The shell, you know, along the edge of the shell. I could be totally wrong on this. It looks to me like it comes around and something's happened to it right through here. And then over here, I believe this is actually part of it. It comes, it'll probably come on up around here like this. But something over here is flowed over top of it, or else it's from the flood, and it's that bathtub ring that's settled down on top of it. Who knows how thick it is. So this is pretty, you know, like down inside of, like sitting down in a carpet almost, you know. So that's what I see. And of course you got the, looks like a claw here to me. This coming off here with these things here and coming up here like this. Looks like it to me. So that's just what I'm going by appearance. You know, I don't have anything biological really down here to go by. But I do up here. I have the biology that they are mining blood on this creature, and that's what's going on. They're mining blood on top of this creature in veins and arteries, and yeah, they're doing it more up in here, the blacks and the reds. So in my opinion, that's what's going on. We have the same stuff in us, and if we were mud fossilized right now, you'd be able to do the same thing to my body or your body and make something out of it, just like they're doing with the blood. So basically, we're a great big ant farm, and we're all just moving material around, putting body parts from here to there, building things. Quite fascinating. So thank you for joining me. I hope that makes sense, and that's my opinion. And if you think I'm wrong, I'd like to hear it, but I don't think I'm wrong. According to the chemistry and everything, that's what's going on. It's just fossilized blood. All right, thank you, and have a great day, and bye-bye now. Okay, and there's the front part of it without the back end that I seen, where I was able to draw the circles that I can see and everything, and some of the detail in there, the lines that run. I just drew them on there to show you the angle that they run, kind of to give you an idea. You can get on there and Google Earth and see for yourself, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up, and thank you for joining me. And I just wanted to cover that. This is all biological, and so that's what you're seeing here today. I want to show you what I see with iron ore mines and how they are blood, and they're mining blood, and we're using this blood for our making things in our lives to make our lives better, like cars and furniture and appliances, whatever it might be. This blood that they're mining is used for absolutely almost everything, because of the different stages that it is in, because of the way the molecules have attached to each other. And so anyway, and this up in here is the dragon part of Rogers. And like I said, they're mining biology on his fish. They're mining blood on his fish. And in my opinion, this over here is a seam or something, a vein that they found that's opened up, that they've opened up. You get in here and take a look at some of this stuff. It's quite remarkable when you see what's actually going on with it. Alright, well, thank you for joining me, and I'm going to get my day started here. Had kind of a late night last night, so thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it shed some light on some things, what's going on, what's happened in our past, and there's supposed to be some stuff happening in our future too. Hopefully I'm not here. So thank you for joining me. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.